There we go. Should be live now. Can I just do this quickly? Redemption. Wendigos. So Baba Freya, Thor Ganesh banned so far. With a Cherno added. Yeah, the cast's going to be real bad now. I've never used the spectate before, so learn as I go. Raijin first pick. I wonder if that's solo or is it going mid? Seeing as it's not until next patch, I guess, that we get the nerfs to the items. There is no number 2, mate. You can. I can do it in Discord if you want to jump in. I wasn't doing anything, so I thought I might as well stream it. Yeah, no worries, bud. I'm in the team chat in SOP.
Hey yo.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's working okay on the streaming in Discord.
2 seconds.
So you're not like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, I see. Right.
Yeah,
Wait,
it was sort of unplanned to stream this, so.
Yeah, this is good. Drafts then. Ooh. Raijin, guaranteed solo, right?
I would assume so. Jingwei and Jingchan lock in for redemption, and then Pele I'll push so far.
Bit of a weird matchup in the solo lane. If it is Raijin into Alpwash, it's very, I think, jungle dictated. One gank,
Yeah.
I think that's the lane done.
I think it will just be a little bit passive. There's not a lot either of them are going to do. They should just be able to farm.
Kepri lock makes it interesting. Still a lot of executes open though.
Yep, still need jungle on the redemption side as well. Oh, it's a Geb blocking.
I think I prefer the Geb.
Yeah, it's a get out free, jail free card for anyone with a Jin channel. I'd expect to see Geb picking up beads here though. It's him beadsing once is a double beads for your team.
It depends. It depends. It depends who's aggressing. It depends on the rest of the comp, to be honest. If they have a little bit more CC, maybe at the jungle, then maybe. Other than that, I think he'll get away with Shell. He'll get away with it.
I'd expect the Redemption duo lane to be fairly passive from what I've seen in previous games.
I mean, it's not going to be much pressure. Not with Jingwei.
No. But then saying that, Xingqian is going to outpressure a Geb and can add a little bit of that early pressure. Cern kind of is just going to dictate that lane. Jing's just going to have to play passive.
Interesting not to see Oleron picked up. It's usually quite highly prioritised and at least banned. Surprising that no one wants to play it.
Only one magical hunter ban. I believe, Diamond, the duo lane this game is Marcus playing support and Trina ADC, but it may have changed from last I heard.
Why has Marcus moved out of mid?
Because Outso has moved into mid. I believe Dice is their normal solo laner.
Yeah.
And Marcus is obviously just the sub. And Ludlow is unable to play, who's their normal solo normal support.
Right, with you. Well, that's their draft complete. We can see obviously Raijin solo.
Yeah, I think Geb can get away without beads this game. With Camera in jungle.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Last pick, what are we waiting on? Looks like a
mid or solo. Mid Cuckoo. Not a great deal of setup for a Cuckoo.
Not a great deal of CC immunity out of the carries.
What you got? Paleo, and that's not the longest CC immune.
So maybe they can look to punish the lack of CC immunity on Outwash. And definitely Cuckoo. Pretty hard to lock down though. Cuckoo's very we'll say brain dead. He just literally throws his free, so sometimes it's hard to lock him down, and he kind of can free cast sometimes if the jungler doesn't get on him.
No, apparently Ludlow is now available, so they may be swapping out for game 2. Oh, this is just my first time casting, so, and first time trying to work out how the spectator client works. There you go, looks like it's all loaded in. Sure. I can't remember how to... There we go.
I think like press F. I think it's like F5 for like the one of the F buttons for the. There you go. Let's have a look at the builds. Anything out of the ordinary? Both solo lane the starting. I was hoping to adjust the.
Yeah, where are we going? Oh god, why is this not letting me drag? There you go.
What we can see, looks like, yeah, normal solo lane the start coming out. Vampiric Shrouds, Tiny Trinket from both. Beads on both. Oh no, TP on Outwash. Interesting. Hopefully they look to punish that, because that's
maybe he's expecting to be pressured a lot.
But then I'd like to have beads, right?
Don't know how necessary beads is with Camera in jungle.
Well, the Raijin taunt is going to taunt you back in. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out. See if the jungler focuses mostly on that solo lane. I'd definitely look for an early rotation before he gets his breastplate online for sure. I mean, he's going to be rushing Genjis, I imagine. So there's plenty of kill
assume so.
Nothing out of the ordinary in starts.
No, both.
Pressure-wise, I think Kern and Geb clear a little bit quicker, right? Because of his AoE.
Yeah, but CERN isn't using his AoEs. He's still a long way back. Where is he? He should be right up in the face to get those AoE autos.
And that's it. It's pan over to the solo lane. It'd be interesting to see the level 2 fight in the solo.
I'm
So
going
he's gone for
to
his
flick to
1-2.
mid, just for the likelihood is of an early kill is going to be here.
Interesting. I'll push just a little bit of pressure. Makes sense. I think once he gets his 3 online, he has a little bit more pressure because he has a lot of poke with his 3. And he's able to sustain through the lane.
I wouldn't expect a lot to happen in duo. I'd like to know which is it to see. What is so Geb's leveled his shield second, so yeah, that's pretty much an end to anything happening there.
No early wards coming out the duo lane. Interesting. Cameron's making a rotation for the white buff.
The only
I'd
ward
like to think.
is our push.
Yeah, I'd like to think that they're aware of this rotation. It's kind of interesting
Didn't
to see
look like
when
they were.
duo lanes get caught out by this. I don't think there's any kill potential though.
Yeah, nothing. But it's early shield buff pressure.
And hopefully your jungler's nice and leaves it for your ADC.
I kind of doubt it with one, it being a Jingwei and not expecting there to be much happening on this side. Well, it looks like he's looking for the re-engage. Nothing gonna happen here. Outside's just
He's got
losing
Pele
too much
just lurking
farm.
now, doing the shield as well. Oh,
Blinking, but nothing really happening.
I'm back to farming. Blue
Yeah,
buff's
I don't-
spawning.
Don't expect a huge amount to come out in the early game with Pele and Kamazots. Pele doesn't really do a lot until she hits 5.
It would have been nice to see him go for the invade, knowing that Cam was left and he was going to be late. He's not even back yet and his speed's still up, so I think he missed an opportunity there for an invade, for sure.
Yeah, either side of the map could have got an invade even onto the green.
But I guess both teams are electing to play it safe now.
Go back over to duo. It's kind of disappointing, just talking about the spectator for a second, is that they've got rid of the director camera, which used to be an automated, like it used an algorithm to detect damage taken, etc., and did all the work for you.
Oh, right.
I spent the last sort of 10 minutes looking up how to control the spectator, so
Makes you appreciate how much Doug does now, right?
yep. He's the MVP of the SPL.
Yeah, for sure. Camo extremely late on the rotations for his buffs. I feel like he's gonna be playing a little bit of catch up for that. Late to back, late to speed, didn't split blue. He could fall behind if he doesn't
I
start.
don't think he's going to get these either. It's difficult to outsecure the Pele.
I think he's got with this one. He could poke it. Okay. None of the mid laners rotating.
Kuku's rotating back around
Agri's
behind for the
making a slow
green.
rotation. Yeah.
Well, it didn't even stop for the green. And both Pele's given up on the.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, it
annoying.
looks like, yeah. As I say, it looks like
Raijin-
Alposh has got a little bit more control over the lane now, which is expected because it's kind of awkward because Raijin has to walk up to the lane to clear it, and he can just throw out projectiles, so he always gets poked. So interesting to see both go on. Have they completed yet?
We've got any Jotuns for Pele. So she's looking for more of an early pressure, whereas Kama looks like he's going into trans.
Power spike for Raijin now, just finished
Another
his Pythags.
nice Gerbolt to peel. And looks like the Jing's just going out to zone. But there's this rotation coming in from the Pele and Cuckoo that... Oh, no.
The Redemption pretty much in control of the shield the shield buff. Pretty frustrating for an ADC because it all amounts, it all adds up. And before you know it, Jingwei's got a couple of 100 gold lead.
I just need to snooze ads. Bear with me. There we go. No, I've never done spectating Diamond. I wasn't planning on today until like 20 minutes ago.
I always like the UI on SPL. It seems so much cleaner. Everything seems like they've got a better angle as well, right? It's slightly.
Yeah, they've gone and actually done all the setup for it.
Yeah. No, I don't think you can achieve how they've got it.
You can. It's the same HUD editor as in game.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more pan though. A lot more zoomed out. Everything's
Yep.
a lot smaller.
That's just from mouse wheel, etc.
Yeah, that's a little bit close. A little bit better. Yeah, real slow-paced game. I wonder if the strat is to play for late, or is this just the general play style of Redemption?
That's a nice little blink hole. Good beads from the
good
Agni.
beats.
But not. I'm kind of surprised from other games that I've seen from Redemption. They tend to have a bit more of an early focus than this.
I think it's just comp dictating, right?
Yeah.
They don't have much pressure. It's pretty hard.
But that's why I'm kind of surprised by like them actually going for this type of comp.
Yeah, I see. Ooh, okay.
Oh, missed a few there.
Yeah, 2 off the mark. I don't think he kills them.
Hit Raiji though. This
Actually,
could.
the pathing.
It's just got.
the ways.
And then our push can sustain all that back up.
He knows he's fairly safe. You can see the 2 wards. Probably making a slow rotation over. Don't think Raijin knows Pele's gonna be
Raijin's
there.
oblivious to it.
Again, I don't feel there's much kill potential. Although the
But
blue
this
buff
will be a
invade
blue
should
invade,
be-
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it can be stolen back. Nope. So that's an advantage over to Wendigos in the solo lane.
And that's how I envisage this lane going. This is a little bit of the Jung diff type of scenario. Whoever puts a little bit of pressure on can snowball the lane for the other solo lane. I think it's pretty. I feel like it's pretty even, with maybe our Bosch having a little bit of the advantage. So with that blue buff down, yeah, that's gonna hurt him a little bit. Itemization for ADCs, both. Oh no. Golden arrow for Jingwei. Cowl for Kernos, both Licton. In fact, no. Strange.
Yeah,
In
looks like
fact,
we got
considering
pause.
that she went Golden Arrow, you would have thought she might have picked up an early Demon Blade, but she looks like she's going in for Executioner.
Yeah, I'd assume that'd be an exit at this point. Whereas Sun's going straight into some crit. I guess trying to match that 2 of Jingwei. Is it Explosive Bolts, I think it's called?
Having the Geb, she might even choose to go Pen maybe with 1 crit item. We'll see how that pans out. Interesting to see how she itemizes into Geb.
Personally, if it was me, I wouldn't. Just for the fact that you've got Kamazots that will naturally be building Power Pen. And without that just straight crit build, I feel like she's just going to insta-die to Pele.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Pele goes on there, she needs to be able to turn around, put 3 or 4 autos, and she'd be pretty much dead. If she's having the pen build and it's taking 5, 6, 7 autos, I think that's going to be the deal.
And she's got to be able to time that knock up and dash away. If she can keep away, if Pele ults in and goes for that early, she should survive it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Pele combo. I mean, she'll probably hold her too. It makes sense to hold her too. She can just ult in and just auto her down.
She can blink in, hit the knock up, and then ult to follow. Is there anything interesting in any of the other builds? We've got typical books from Cuckoo. Dice of Ice is kind of giving me a little bit of AIDS with his build. The fact that he's gone his starter item second. I think that's a bannable offence. And it looks like the unpause is coming through. Looks like a little
I like to do that sometimes, just mix it up.
Nice ult.
Dang. Okay, redemption skill above.
Carrying on, looks like Kuku's backing off. It's a lot of mini trades, nothing seems to have gone either team's way. It's like a 100 gold lead for Wendigos.
Okay. 10 minutes in and not a single first blood.
There is an issue though. Kama seems to be being outfarmed quite drastically.
Yeah, it's what I alluded to earlier. It's just his pathing is just a little bit off. It's not very methodical. His start was a little bit weird and he was a bit late for timers, and it all adds up. You miss your buff by 30-40 seconds. That's 34 seconds, of it respawning again. So I think that's just a result of that, and now he's been slightly punished by that. It's pretty key if you watch any SPL players. They're pretty religious with how they rotate for the first 5 to 10 minutes. It's like axe, blue, speed, on time, mids. He was just a little bit lackadaisical with his rotations to the neutrals and his own buffs.
And Pele's constantly looking into their jungle, just looking to see what she can strip off. She's been looking at those back camps. It looks like they've got a ward on this chest camp. A little skirmish over there.
2-level lead.
A nice little blink. This
Can't
might be
this.
first blood here. Yeah.
Okay. A nice rotation from the mid lane. He will score first blood. Hook straight into Polly as well.
I'm assuming this will be a purple invade. Although nobody
A little bit reluctant because Pele doesn't have ult, so I think they're a little bit reluctant.
Oh, she stole it away. Or did she? No, she didn't.
No. Oh, they got it.
And we're
Got one, guys!
back to the farm game.
Not much vision around mid for both teams. I think that was probably part of the reason why Cuckoo was able to rotate through and no one's seen a lot of vision on the dual side of the lane.
There's
Especially
also
from Wendigos.
Wendigos have got a lot of deep wards. They can see any pathing from mid through the redemption side of the map.
It's good to see that Alposh has got a lot of vision. He's had vision the whole time, which makes sense. Especially not electing to go for beads first, so I think he's straight in.
This has been a constant trade of ult for ult between the two
Yeah,
junglers.
I value the worth. I value the worth. I mean, I think I'd prefer to see a blink engage rather than a raw ult engage, because I think Cam's a little bit safer with his kit, whereas Pele, she could be punished for not having ult. So yeah, it's great to trade olds. I mean, you're chasing down a level 10 Camazotz that's underfarmed. I'd like to see that pressure put somewhere else, maybe over to the duo side.
So it looks like Jing is consistently being kept under a tower here, which is to be expected at this point of the game. Oh, yep, sorry, I forgot that the music was still on. Bear with me. And unfortunately, adverts, which I can't do anything about, I can only stop them for so long.
Gold's still pretty even. Wendigos just under a K ahead. Pretty even game, to be fair. No attempts on Gold Fury. Plenty of vision on the duo side.
Well, the only difference in gold has literally been the first blood gold.
Interesting to see where the XP is, and you can see Cuckoo has a slight lead over Agni, and Raijin has a slight lead over Alposh. So pretty balanced apart from the jungle. I think the jungle is the biggest diff. But he's managed to pull it back to just a 1 level lead, as he was almost 3. So it looks like he's picked up his rate of farming. Going for the double stack as well, pretty greedy. Hasn't stacked any of them, so his power's really low at the moment until he gets at least that trans stacked.
Starting to see a few more sentry wards picked up as well.
Pele electing for the Jotun straight into Soul Eater. Gonna have a little bit more kill potential than the Camazotz. He finally just stacked the trans. It'd be interesting to see what he goes next. I'd like to see maybe a serrated out of there.
So I think I'd like to see the Jotuns in there first.
Yeah, he could do. Yeah, either or. Raijin going straight into Divine Ruin after Genji's. Really not respecting the Pele too much.
That's a nice blink in from outside.
Okay, good off Camazotz, and Jingwei takes the kill.
That's
Good, and Jingwei ahead is quite nice. It's a good kill. So what do they do off this is the question. I'd like to see a gold pull here, if I'm honest.
They've already got mid-tier 1 tower down.
They've got vision as well, so I
Oh,
think they miss.
that's a big Kuko ult.
Oh,
That's a huge fight.
looks
This
like
should
it's gonna
be... Oh, they've backed off it. I guess
think they
with
could have
no
struck a
Sun
gold.
being there, they've got to play it a little bit safer with Jing coming across.
Harpies go to order. Pretty much what I expected out of Soul Lane. Pretty of a sleeper lane.
Yeah.
Weirdly has a good matchup out of Wash. I think it's just because of the range. And the sustain. But the anti-heal. Hey, yeah, good use of the ult. Oh, just off the mark, unlucky. This is what I mean. It's just about that sustain. So I can see why he's picked up the Divine, but the Outpush sustain is real.
Outpush isn't interested in in-fight healing. The second that fight's over, if you've not killed him, he's just going to go and throw some corpses at a wall and very quickly be back to full health. Looks like a Pyromancer pool. And no vision, but looks like they're trying to counter it with the gold pool. Oh, no, they've dropped the gold.
At least they picked up something in return. Purple buff invade. Would have liked to see them group now and look for the gold, knowing that they've just done that and they're probably low. I think there's another opportunity to maybe pull the gold and sneak one. But it doesn't seem that Redemption are that interested.
So there wasn't an Executioner pickup from the Jing. It was actually straight into Kins.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
She's obviously a little bit worried about that Geb, but I think the Exy would still do more against the Geb than the Kins.
And the Demon Blade second, straight after as well. Interesting.
I wonder if it's going to be a Fail Not or a Deathbringer after that.
See the Alposh went straight to Typhoon's Fang as well. Decided to skip the breastplate. I think that's a result of there no being real pressure from any of the junglers on that side of the map. Both feeling comfortable picking up another damage item instead of electing for that breastplate.
A little bit of a skirmish, but not a great deal. It's just that gold fury dance.
Seems to be a group in here on the back camps.
We've
Redemption
got
pushing up.
rotations over from the Raijin as well.
Yeah, first time we've seen the solo laners rotate over for gold. Alposh is a little bit late.
I'll push his TP is down as well, so
Cuckoo's slightly out of position here, and it's going to cost him his beads. Taunch just off the mark. Good Gebolt to peel, and Alposh just to reset the fight.
The Agni poked out, but so is the Cuckoo, and it looks like Kama's quite heavily poked out.
Pele does have Blink and ult as well. It'd be interesting to see if Pele can make something happen. Kama, a lot of ults expended here. Oh, there is three.
Yeah,
more
three for
ults remaining.
two.
Yeah,
Ult trade.
that is all she wrote. Kama will reset back to base and continue farming. However, I don't think the rest got the memo as
Marcus
Xingchen
is
eats a Cuckoo ult. Okay.
Marcus is trading out support for support.
Roger's managed to get his second ult of the fight.
If Raijin can get out here, it'll be huge.
I don't think he will. Oh, aye, aye, aye. Lewis is at like 20 HP.
So there's a 2-for-1 trade. Where is it?
Don't think they're healthy enough to pick up the gold though. Jingwei being there still.
No, and they did lose oracles from that as well.
You can go for the greedy wave with no ult. I don't think they're interested in chasing her out.
Okay, somehow this is changed what my buttons do, and I don't know why. For some reason, I can now no longer switch between different gods.
One job.
I have to manually.
You can see there from the XP a minute, you can see the Jingwei almost pushing on 700.
Player damage. There we
And it's
go.
Konos is 600. I think that's just the advantage of playing Jingwei with the passive, being able to get back, farm back, get back to lane, not missing out on much XP. She just ticks over to level 19, 20 minutes. 2-level lead on Konos, 0-2. She is going into more crit, you're right, and it looks like it will be the Deathbringer.
Well, she's been caught here, but
Oh,
she's
the
able
two
to.
crits from a 2.
Ooh.
Although Konos winning the auto trade.
And that included she had the passive from being knocked up.
So Wendigos are looking to pick up the Gold Fury. Kama's on the right side of the map. I think he's slowing it down. Yeah, he's slowed down.
I don't know what has happened to.
Cuckoo does have ult for secure. I think they should stay on this and pull this. And Cuckoo will secure it. Yeah, it's a good play. Good play by the Konos. Pressured out the Jingwei, forced her back. Kamazot's on the wrong side of the map. I thought they might have reset straight after that fight, but it looks like they're going to continue to fight. And the beacon's spawning very shortly. And it looks like Redemption will be there
trying to zone out
first.
in mid.
And this is the weird point where you sit on the beacon. It's like, do I capture the beacon or do I go and help my team who are all dying deep at their tier 2? It would appear that they would just leave them, and then in the end they come off it, and looks like the Wendigos should be able to contest this.
It doesn't look like they are. I think they're trying to just clear out that wave in mid. Now they might
I'd be
look
surprised
for
if they give this up for free.
if Geb couldn't get a toe
Yeah,
on.
it's a little bit too late.
But
Cuckoo might just
Jing
stop
Chan
it.
ought to try and zone out.
I'm gonna put out some really good damage.
Shame all the damage seems to be going on Geb.
Level 20 is starting to come through now. Raijin and Jing, the first hit level 20. Their power spikes has he upgraded his start? And not quite yet.
The only starter we have upgraded so far is for the Geb.
Yes, and Jing Chen not electing to upgrade his flag.
Jing Chan can't upgrade his flag. He's still in level 14.
Yeah. Oh jeez. 2-level lead on the Geb over there.
That probably comes from the Pyro and the Gold Fury.
You see that Kronos just top of the damage charts there. 3k more than Jing. They're grouping on the right side of the map now. This could be the first real break, because if this goes wrong, it'll be an FG. Both grouping for the Titans. ADC's not electing to rotate over. I think it'd be nice now to see Jingwei use a passive and head over there.
I think Jingwei is kind of worried a little bit of losing their tier 1.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. If they win the fighting right, it's a fire giant.
That's a nice blink in from
huge
Geb.
dragon. Cuckoo ult catches Raijin. Doesn't do a lot of damage. I think that's down to his build, right? He has got shard online. Raijin the drums. Camel's looking to chase it down, changes his mind.
Just
ADCs have joined the fray now.
All ults expended on both sides around that
Jing
fight.
wasted with ult, that's because she just pathed over, and they're both going to reset.
Well, Jing got poked out hard, and so in duo and almost died. It looks like another free Pyro.
Bomb's been really crucial in this comp, especially with the Outposh. I think once you just put down the Outposh and you get a free bomb, it should be quite a good Phoenix Siege. Although they do have a Cuckoo as well, yeah. So it'd be tough to siege into or defend against. But Agni's got his bombs, but once he's expended his 3 bombs, he's pretty melee range to clear waves.
For ult trade. Cuckoo come round. And it looks
Meanwhile,
like
Wendigos are on the Primal.
they've just had such better objective control.
Yeah, sure. That would beat an Aegis though for Kukulkan. Khan.
Just the problem is there's just not enough CC on either side, to be honest, to punish beads being down.
It's true, yeah. I would have liked to have got a jungler with a little bit more CC. I think that would have been a little bit more optimal.
Or just even someone that can just get into the backline for free.
Yeah, like a Ratatasker or something.
Even something like a Bastet. If you're planning on doing this double stacking start.
He did go into Crusher after that, then it's rated. I imagine his last time will be Heartseeker. All the carries level 20 now, just the supports remaining.
Speeds on the Cern. Nicely taunt back in.
It's a good taunt, and he should fall for this.
The problem is,
no.
Raijin's getting a lot from a lot of people, but his team's so spread. Like, we've not seen the Raijin and the Kama be together once yet. Looks like a fire giant pool, though.
They should do it. They've got a good zone. He seems to handle it pretty well. Kronos is now just rotating in. FG falling. Jingo's got crits, so it will fall pretty quick.
But there could be a Cuckoo ult.
Yeah. Will they drop it or will they gamble it?
Or
The Raijin's doing really well to zone these out.
and Wendigo
And the
stole it.
Wendigos steal it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because the Raijin played really well.
And are picking up everything in the back of this fight as well.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
This could be a mid Phoenix. Although they don't have minions.
Considering they had a bomb as well to secure the FG and it wasn't used. That will be a mid Phoenix. Jingwei putting out good numbers though with the crits.
So Wendigo's first to open up the base. Looks like they're not done there.
Surely Darji went hard for this. Yeah, I mean, we were just discussing the lack of CC, and yeah, something like a Darji that can go in and not get punished. The Bastet's not bad, but I think it's easily punished against a Geb and knockups and stuff like that. But yeah, I think something like a Darji where she can just insta ult, force her relics, would have been a lot better. At least then it opens up for the Xingqian with Blink to second engage, pull them in.
I think Marcus just stole back the blue there. But we've got a level 20 Jing with start item upgraded. She should now start being able to throw out some big damage.
No Spectral on the side of Wendigos though. I think Geb's just relying on his passive, but I think it would have been nice to get a Spectral in there, especially when she'd already shown her hand that she was going crit quite early. Surprised not to see a Spectral.
Thank you for the raid, buddy.
Two of the members on the right side of the map. Looks like they're going to pull a Pyro while they trade out for an Oni.
Oh, Outso might be caught out here.
Yeah.
I expect him to drop. He's running into the Pele.
Yeah, he's going to drive the wall straight into.
And the only thing was, there was a Geb blink there that kind of feels a little bit
Raid
wasted.
boss down! I repeat, raid boss
Would
down!
be nice for this siege. Not long left on the fire giant though. But they will push for the tier 2. Only waves push down the middle as well.
And the Jing wave
the
in
Alpha
poked.
shot.
Miss on the Brabble Blast.
Yeah.
We
Good
got Fire
engage
only.
by Xingqian, yeah, really good engage. Pele
Oh,
blink in.
Pele is just...
Ow.
It's a nice trade back. Unlucky that the Raiju didn't jump to Cuckoo.
Raijin beats for cooldowns.
Raiju may have just saved quite a lot there.
He's putting out a lot of damage. You see he's top of the charts, 33k. Closely followed by Kronos. He's doing a lot in the team fights. Just need a little bit more from the jungler. He's sad, just under 12k. Just over 12k.
I think this is coming down a little bit to being a draft if.
Yeah, for sure.
That
Cuckoo not really having much pressure this game. Kind of free casting. Which was expected with this draft. I did say that would be an issue getting to that back line and getting onto Cuckoo, especially with the Geb as well. It can seem really hard to get to him. And then once you do get to him, trying to kill him as well. That's the only problem with this, with the mage solo meta. Sometimes
Yeah,
the backline now can
solo
go a little bit
diving.
untouched. Yeah.
That's why I kind of like Raijin in it, because he can still dive a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's why he's mostly banned, because he almost acts as a warrior. Wendigos setting up for FG. Looks like they're just trying to bait someone in. A lot of pings coming out.
Oh, Marcus seems to have been caught that. We've got Outso coming around the back. But there's a pool here.
Fire Giant falling 10%, 5%, and it will go to. Oh, and
Redemption
Redemption.
stole it. That was a
Wow,
nice
I
Jing
think the
ult for the
Cuckoo.
steal.
I think the Cuckoo ult was short.
The Cuckoo seemed like it was going more for damage onto Outso.
Well, 3 members will walk away with EFG, which is not bad. They should be able to hold. That's a really good knock up.
No dash from the Jingwei.
Sure fall for that. Okay, 2 left against 4. Marcus is gonna have to back to base. Agni's gonna put a bit of damage. Really good damage from the Agni there. Might slow it down. And they do decide to still push. Oh, really good
That's
knock up.
some
Yeah, really
great
good play.
damage. Marcus is going to fall, but it's worth it to save your Phoenix.
The Phoenix will stay up for that. Yeah, it's a good play. It looks like we're going to go back to a reset. When everyone spawns in, relics will be up, pyro up, primal up. One has FG, which is the Agni left.
But it's still only a 5k gold lead from Wendigos.
Yeah, Cuckoo ults just off the mark.
Oh, missed that. Outso managed to solo out the Sun.
Kama going left though, and he looks like he's soloing the primal. And decides actually.
And Redemption stole another objective.
Agni damage numbers are really picking up now. His build's fully online, full build, Soul Reaver, Shard. He's doing a lot of damage.
Apparently they thought about it and then realised she's outnumbered.
$35 minutes in. Just 3k separates them.
It's an even game state.
Yeah, very even. 6 kills separates them. 3k. Although Redemption are pushing in. Raijin
They've got the
dashes in
Pele on the
aggressively.
backside. This
Blinks in. Knocks up 1. And they will disengage. Then look at the Phoenix though.
Ooh, that's
wow.
a nice max range one from the Cuckoo.
Two dead and they're very low. Wendigos are just sieging down mid. It looks like they will take mid Phoenix as Camo won't get his back off in time. Outpush does have ults, so he'll be able to zone them. So it looks like they will trade Phoenixes. Redemption just gotta be careful to make sure they don't overstep and they lose one more because it could end. Okay,
Looks
they
like
are
they're
pushing
looking
this
for the
hard.
end.
I mean, it's optimistic with the
Huge
Agni.
Agni
He's doing
damage.
he's doing a lot of damage.
And that looks like a full reset. Kama looking for...
No. Kama finds
the
one and gets out.
And there's the reset.
Fire Giant spawned in just under a minute. 50 seconds on the Kern. It'd be nice to see them group, ward around, either look for a pick or look to pull FG.
One thing that we've not seen from either team this game is nobody's sort of tried to corner camp.
I think it's down to the vision. The vision is not in the greatest spots. It's very
I'm just
very
thinking
obvious.
that early mid game where Wendigos had a lot of vision on duo side of the map, very deep as well. There was that opportunity to look for something.
I think that's been the theme of the game, though. It's been a very passive, slow game. Junglers are just happy to farm out, and the solo lanes are happy to farm out.
Let's just have a look at builds. Anything standing out?
Alposh went into the Desolation, which is interesting.
Yeah, I tend to see the... Is it Magus? The additional, like, further damage is an item that I tend to see a little bit more on the outpush.
I think on that last bar, just for Divine Rune, to be honest. I know he has built-in stuff, but...
Well, he doesn't actually have any anti-heal in his kit. It's just the stun if they heal.
Who? Alposh?
Yeah.
No, Alposh has built-in anti-heal.
Does he? I thought it was just on the 3 was a stun if they get ability healing.
Well, he has it in his ult, doesn't he? It stacks 3 times. It's not the most reliable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
60%.
it's not the most reliable, but I definitely prefer like a little Divine Rune on there.
Learn something new every day. I don't know how many games I've played of our push. Used to love him.
Yeah. It's just useful, but I think just having, especially when you're able to spam so many abilities, I think it's just worth picking up a Divine Rune on Alposh. Definitely over the Deso. He's already capped on CDR. I don't think he's really going to benefit much from the Deso. Raijin electing for Spirit Roblast as well. Interesting. And there is not much anti-heal on the side of Wendigos, just 1 Brawlers. And they do have a Kammer that has a lot of healing.
Yeah, you've also got the Pele on the other side, although there's more anti-heal coming from the Redemption side than there is the Wendigos.
Yeah, you got the Jingwei, he's got the upgraded Deathbringer with anti-heal.
You got a Contagion
picked up
coming from
Divine.
Jingchan, a Divine from
Yeah,
the
I'm more than
Agni.
happy with their anti-heal. Just a little bit light from the Wendigos, I think.
It's nice to see someone actually picking up the erosion against the Geb as well.
In fact, that's what I probably would like to see in the Raijin. Maybe a gem of isolation to help deal with some of the shields as well. I think that would have been a good pickup.
But we got the Pele coming around behind. Cam has seen it, and it's all being
a lot of
pinged
vision
out.
on this side. FG falling down. Looks like they're just going to gamble this with the Cuckoo ult. Cuckoo ult comes through.
Far too
And
early
it
on the
was
Cuckoo ult.
a little
And
bit
Redemption
early.
steal again.
Yeah, unlucky. I think it was actually timed pretty well. I think they just slowed down the DPS.
Outside gets picked up on the backside.
Tornado from Cuckoo.
Oh, that's the second outpush out of the fight.
These Cuckoo ults, yeah, that's really unlucky. I think it was timed fine. It's just the rest of the team just seemed to slow down the DPS. I think they were conscious that they were walking in, but when you have a Cuckoo, you've just got to DPS it as normal and let him secure it. But they slowed it down as it was getting low because they were worried. Yeah, not really trusting in the Cuckoo secure.
Still
And a
looking for
result of it,
more.
Bellie's hovering the left side of the jungle. Maybe she's looking for something there.
I think this is just going to be a push down left, and our
they're
push
gonna
just
run it.
trying to draw some attention over right. Oh, this Agni could be caught.
Yeah, a little early on the ages. You have to wait out for the ult there, but Roger will take the return kill. Meanwhile,
Cuckoo doesn't
left
quite
Phoenix will
get the
stay up.
Phoenix.
Elbosh is back in. Maybe he's going to TP back in, or is he going to walk? No. Meantime, mid Phoenix has spawned for Wendigos.
Seems to be the story of the game that neither team can quite get enough done when they get that advantage. And it goes back to that stalemate.
Well, 2 out 5 giant. Jigwayne and Jing does have a bomb. Hate to see that. It's gotta be one of my pet haters when you're playing frontline to see a carry pick up the bomb. It's a shame you can't drop it.
Yeah, with how passive this Jingwei is playing, she's doing well of playing her life. But
Doesn't look like they're gonna aggress though. I think they're gonna play with the fact that they've got the fire giant on Jingwei, which is pretty useful. She can get a couple of waters and it'll fall in seconds. Camazot's going for the left jungle.
that's Kama Blink. Sorry, CERN beads. It's a lot of ults coming out here. That's an easy disengage. Oh. This could be a big fight.
Camazot's going in.
It's the push beads.
Okay. Okay, they both siege. Jingwei does have bomb and does have EFG still, so this Phoenix will go down pretty quick. And he does.
This is going to be a disengage.
She did place the bomb there.
Yes, she did.
One dead and Jing still having FG. I think if one of them tank it, I think they can get right too.
Although Jing is falling low. We've got Kama looking for something, but
Looks like Redemption will back. Oni is up. And the beacon is up. I think it'd be good to see Wendigos just go straight to the Oni.
it looks like that's what they're up to. Jing's flying that way, and Kama's already there. And
Okay,
over
with
on the
no
right
life
side,
steal,
is-
he should just be able to solo this. He has that much life steal.
and here's the third pause of the game.
Pause comes out.
And they say the SPL was the Smite Pause League.
There are 43 minutes, fairly slow game. A lot of action in the last 5 to 8 minutes. Oni will go down for redemption. Beacon is standing and FG's up in about 40 seconds. So I think this is a good Oni. If they can take the Oni and can capture the Titan, capture the Beacon, I think they'll have a good pressure for a free FG. As long
They'll
as no one
also
gets
have
picked.
mid-fire Oni waves. With that mid-Phoenix
just
being down.
Okay. So they will go over to the Beacon, capture that, and then I imagine they'll stop their backs. Pyro also spawning, really pretty important, I'd say, quite integral for the sieges. If you manage to get the Pyro, the bomb is pretty much a guaranteed Phoenix. So good to see them pick that up. Hopefully just one of the frontline picks up this time.
With Oni waves pushing down left, and the Titans are also going to be down left. This could be some good pressure. Pinging out the Jing.
Yeah, there's a deep zone. I like it. It's a real deep zone. They're not letting the Cuckoo Khan get in, which is smart.
Some big damage.
Although they
on
have
the
come
Geb to
off
keep
it and
them
they
out
are
of the fight.
chasing. I think the backline should stay on FG and just let these have a really deep zone. I really like how they're zoning deep. Stop the Cuckoo getting that long range.
Yeah, they need to be picking this back up now. Which it looks like Jing's doing.
falling quick. It's at 50%. I think that was a Cuckoo out in the back line. He did, so that's a secure gun.
That's also
Aegis
Aegis
as
on the
well. I think
Cuckoo, a
he'll
Blink
trade
on
for
the
this.
Pele. But it's a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, I think he could have got out. I think once he got the Cuckoo and the Aegis, the last one. I mean, he was.
Once you get all of them turning on you, you know you're
60
dead.
seconds now.
You've secured the EFG, but you're turning every fight now into a 5v4.
But they lose the advantage. It was a good play. So now the Titans are going to meet. Wendigos will kill the Titan, so they'll lose that pressure of the Titan pushing with the Firewaves and EFG. So,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like they've just nullified that with the kill on the Kama.
For sure. 4 with EFG, though, is still good, and you've got it on Jingwei, your main carry, which is the most important.
I feel like carry and support need it the most.
Yeah.
That extra.
I mean, having it on jungle is pretty nice though, because he can split and then he can just free shot it because of the amount of pen he has. But yes, Camo won't be having no EFG.
This is the advantage of the 5v4.
He's got to buy time, not lose any more members with the EFG, and once Camo's up, which he's just spawned, group push down left. Get that last tier 2.
Let's just have a look at full stats. So it looks like Redemption are 100% reliant on Jing for tower damage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a one job.
Whereas on the Wendigo side, with the Cuckoo having Poly, he's also able to do some work to it as well.
Well, they do have a bomb, and they do have EFG. Mid is spawning. This is what I mean with Kama, is if Kama had EFG now, he could have just went mid. Took the Pele over there, split pushed it. Because, I mean, Kama's not really integral in this part of the siege.
Seems like they're a little bit indecisive of where they want to go, though. And it's very difficult to siege into Cuckoo and Outpush.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot. They have a lot of clear and a lot of long range clear as well. At some point, they've just got to try and force the outpush ult, whether it's a blink in from Jingwei, Jingchen, force the outpush ult, and then reset. But they need to do something. They can't just because it gets to the point where they're just taking poke and they're always going to clear the wave. So either you split down to a 3-2 split, or your Jingchen has to go in, knowing that the outpush ult is going to come through.
Yeah, it looks like Wendigos are very comfortable having this go as long as they want.
Went right and just split push to the right Phoenix and got it for free.
It's just poke trade going off in the middle. Oh.
That's will be a Colonel Assault, and it will be a ride, you know. And then there's the outpush ult, which is good. Reset, heal up. With the outpush ult down now it's a little bit more siege. However, Geb still does have the blink ult engage.
Some big damage on the outpush. So when Trina connects with these basics, she is hitting hard.
I'd like to see the Jingwei just take this mid Phoenix. There we go. Ooh.
It's now
and she's really
disengage. Low. She's lucky she didn't get caught there. She almost got caught lazy back in.
Mid Phoenix down, left still standing. FG gone now. Spawning in about another 45 to a minute. They will take the primal.
But I feel like they're going to give up. Oh no, they're not going to give up the pyro. And Jing solos at the pyro as well.
You're able to pick the bubble, which is unfortunate.
Hopefully they'll have the time here to go and get it. There's a TP coming in from the outpush.
Yeah, I like the call to stay on top of the bomb, stop them getting it. I don't think they can maintain that though. No, and Kamikaze will pick it up.
So it looks like a slight lead at the moment for Redemption, with that mid Phoenix being down.
In terms of map state, yeah, it's a slight lead. Obviously they've got mid Phoenix and they've got a lot of the pressure at the moment. Kronos is in the left side. Bit of an interesting decision making, knowing that FG has just spawned.
And another pause. It's a perfect time for the ad break to go in.
Next fight's going to be, I'd say, probably the deciding one. I'd like to think the next FG should be game. Depending on if they don't lose anyone.
If there's nobody picked from the team that gets Fire Giant, they should be able to end.
I think it is integral that this Kama. Normally, I agree with what you said. That it's normally most important is the ADC and the support, so we obviously can regen and tank. But I think it's pretty important that the Kama is able to get FG and he survives, especially against this comp when they've got so much clear, because them two are stacking in the same lane and they're clearing the waves instantly. So having that opportunity where he can just backdoor with the protections and just get the furthest right Phoenix or the furthest left, depending on which way they want to siege. I think that's pretty important. So I think he needs to survive.
I don't even think it's just that. I think it comes down to just with the siege defense that Wendigos have, it needs your full 5-man. If someone drops for no reason, it's such a comp to siege into.
You're never truly alone
Yeah,
in the
but
dark.
even with all five, they struggled, and that's because Kama couldn't go off and just and just backdoor the Phoenix because he didn't have EFG. But if he had EFG, that siege is a lot easier because they're able to drag the Pele all the way over to the right side. They could even send someone mid just to clear it out.
Looks like the Fire Giant's being pulled.
It will burn quick with this crit that Jing's got. 450 in auto. I don't think that the Wendigos will get there in time. Good ult from Jing Chen. Keep him out of the fight.
Forcing some beads.
And the
Cuckoo steals
wow,
it.
and it's secured by the Cuckoo. Fight erupts afterwards. Alposh ult. Really unlucky. And that's the
Rajan
difference.
being
Whereas
down.
Camazot's will fall as well.
This
So that's 5 with EFG against 3. Really lucky there's an able to secure that. I don't really understand it. It kind of the DPS really fell off again right at the end. Which is interesting because that indicates that they're not really saving their DPS burst for the secure. Agni still had a bomb left. I just feel like with Jingwei you can just DPS it down into this in a secureable state and then do it, but they seem to get it down fast and then the last 2-3k was really slow.
That's some huge damage coming out from the Agni that
Yeah.
might stop them from going for an immediate end push.
No, they get all 3 Phoenixes here. They're still 2 dead. They should still push. They should just regen. Interesting to see them back off.
Geb is backing, but the rest have managed to just sustain from EFG.
I respect them playing it slow.
Yeah, with the way that this game has gone, and with Agni being up, although we got Kama coming back up, and now 2 down on Wendigo side.
The 2 Phoenixes down.
Agni just out of range of his damage.
They beat from Agni. Felt like he was in trouble, I guess. Couldn't see if the Cuckoo ult was going to come through or not.
Kukuo is down. we're just... Geb Blink. Surprising with nothing behind him to follow up.
Oni is up.
So it'll be a big Oni with 2 Phoenixes down.
Cam looks like he's going to look for a steal. Don't think he has much steal potential. And yeah, good ult from Alposh just to ensure they get Oni. Especially when he has that much CD, he can afford to let that go. They can reset, but time they start pushing again, he'll be back up again.
Raijin just trying to give them a little bit of time on this White Phoenix.
Stripping away that pyro bomb's pretty important. So yeah, it's good that Jingwei takes that. Unable to pick it up, I think she has she has a ward in hand.
I will say I've not seen much out of the Xingqian with Blink.
Yeah, the blink's not been utilized. Super great offensively, been used quite well defensively, but I guess it's just because blinking into an Alp wash or and a
It's
Cuckoo.
also, there's nobody else that's forcing any beads. So even if he blinks in and ults, they're just beadsing out of it.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's nothing else to take to punish it with the beads, right? That's a good blink. That's real good. Oh wow, he's gonna ult. Geb ult misses all. Alposh zone. It's a good ult. Geb juggled
Geb
around,
survives
gets
all
out,
ooh.
and they get Phoenix. That was crazy.
They picked up the Geb, but lost the Kama, and all 3 Phoenixes down.
You spoke too soon. Just as you said, I've not seen anything with his. He hits a
Yep.
great ult, but just weren't able to lock him down.
Again, it comes down to the lack of CC from anyone else in the comp.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Mark is a little bit far forward here with nobody else. But again, on the other side, there's not much CC to lock Marcus down if he's caught out of position. I expect this to be a free fire giant for the Wendigos.
Yeah, it should be uncontested.
Because you've still got... Oh, it's only 1 fire wave pushing down mid. And that'll be met by another fire wave, so it is contestable.
Yeah. I mean, all the Wendigos have to do is just stop DPS,
Wait.
just wait. But it looks like they're just going to burst it before they even get there. Cuckoo ult just to make sure.
Traded for the
Roger
Raijin ult.
uses his ult. Yeah, just to put a bit of damage, peel himself, and then they'll fall back. Left wave's pretty high as well, which is not going to help them.
Someone from the Wendigos needs to come over and deal with this fire wave. It looks like it's going to be Agni.
I mean, they just have a much better siege. The Alposh just walks in, presses 4, and the ADC just hits the Phoenix. There's not much to really do about that.
Yeah, you've
I mean,
also got
Jake-
Cuckoo Tornado that can zone out another area.
They do have a lot of AoE control, which is I guess that compensates for their lack of CC, the amount of area control they have, right?
Yeah,
Because it technically is a form of CC when you compare it, right?
you combine it with the fact that they also have a bracer just outside mid Phoenix.
I think that was, and there's I can't. Yeah,
That's a
again, good, really good
big-
Jingqian. But AFG, they just burst it. Kronos gets off a good ult, but he will fall to Camazot's. Agni doing damage over the wall. I mean, there wasn't a bad defense. It was just the AFG diff. They will chase down, and they will. Agni's still putting out damage. Should die.
That should be the push.
Okay.
This could
Alposh?
be game. It's only
I
Cuckoo
mean,
Geb to defend
5
against a full
versus
5.
2.
Although
Would definitely be a
Agni's staying
mid
back
fix.
to defend.
I'm not sure Ali should have backed. He should have stayed. They need the Agni damage. If I'm them, I think with the Agni going there, I think they just go left as well.
Yeah, I
they
think
should
they just
go
strip
for
as many Phoenixes as they can. Looks like they're going for the end.
I mean, the ADC is there, and Crit is, and Jing is doing a lot.
Yeah, but you don't crit the Titan.
True, true.
It's going to be Kammer and Raijin that are needed to do the damage here.
Yeah, Cuckoo's coming. I think going for left
With-
was the call.
Jing down. This is
Okay.
an all or nothing play,
Okay.
and I think they may have it.
No way.
Agni's
they
here
actually
now
get
as
it,
well.
Yeah. Wow. Would have been a lot more clean if the Agni just came. It's just letting the Titan take 2 waves is not the end of the world if you got a potential to end. But yeah, what a ton of events. Really good engagement, Marcus on the Jing Chen.
Yeah, that ult at the end completely changed that game
60-minute
around.
banger. That was a 60-minute banger. And Redemption are victorious. On to game 2.
Let me. So, I need to find out which way around they are. I'll put that in now. And let's go straight in, because apparently the game's already up. Should have taken a quick look at the stats, but with the next game already being up. Yeah, don't worry, Marcus. I am clicked to spectate your next game, so as soon as the lobby is up, it should put me straight in. There were some big plays in that game, though. From what I've seen previously, I was expecting a lot less from the Jingwei.
Yeah, moving forward to the next game though, pick some bans.
I'd like to see some more CC from both sides.
I felt like the Camazos didn't get much value. I mean, he did pop off at the end and was managed to pick up a couple of kills. But in terms of the team fights, there wasn't much presence from the Camazots. Whereas the Pele was blinking in and was getting 3 members down to a core HP. I think if they just mixed that up with a little bit of CC, I think it would have been a little bit cleaner. It'd be interesting to see what they opt to take away this game. Obviously, the Agni was putting out some big damage. The Raijin was obviously an issue. I'm surprised that Raijin made it through in the first place. So I think there'll be some changes to definitely the bans in terms of who they're going to let through the solo laners.
Looks like we're into picks and bans. Of course, they swap sides. I have to switch this all around. There we go. So Cherno Baba, I think they were the same bands from the last game.
Yep, Cherno. A lot of people seem to opt for in GSL and SNL leagues the Baba ban.
I also expect to see potentially an Athena ban come out here. The Raijin has been respect banned.
Yeah, that needed to go. The Raijin was doing far too much in the team fights.
Freya coming out from Redemption for their ban. I don't believe Trina plays it. And if she's looking at these sort of Jing picks, you don't want to be going against things like the Freya. While this is going, I'm just going to put music on during picks and bans. There's the Agni respect ban.
Yeah, not surprised they took that away. The Agni was doing a lot, especially from range and having that guaranteed bomb stun. Yeah, respect that.
And a Morgan Le Fay, so Athena gets through.
Interesting.
Now, if I was on the Wendigos team, as they've done, you just slam that Athena.
Well, that deals with a little bit of the CC issue that we spoke about. A lot more easy confirmable CC, and the Ratataska again addressed the issue about getting able to get to the back line. I felt like the camo wasn't really doing much, so it's nice to see a change of pace on that pick, at least in the jungle.
We have also had a change in players. So Outso has dropped out and Ludlow has come in.
Ah, okay.
Now I don't know, I know Ludlow normally plays support for them, but is also a jungle main.
Okay.
So this may be a swap around. I know Dice has played solo for them in the past. So it may well be a Marcus mid, Ludlow back to support, but it's all up in the air.
Wendigo's taking the time on their next pick. I guess discussing what's open on what they actually want to draft.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cuckoo come back out. There's also the Owl push back out. And is that Poseidon going mid, or is it going solo?
I mean, at this moment, it's a bit of a flex pick. It can play both roles. They do go back to the Outwash. I mean, it had a good game, and in the team fights, it was doing some good damage, and some of the ults are well placed in the zone. And overall, the Outwash had quite a solid game, actually.
That's a shock.
Oof.
I'd put her as the second worst hunter in the game at the moment.
Yeah, surprised to see Charybdis, especially with what's still open.
Yeah, everything is open.
Yeah.
Freya is the only thing that's gone away from the duo lane.
I guess Bushy's a little bit worried about with the Ratataska and wants to be a little bit more safe.
Who's worse, Diamond? I think at the moment it's just Cupid that's worse.
I'd say they're probably about par, to be honest.
Charybdis still is able to put lane pressure out.
True.
Cupid has the big ult and a bit of sustain for your team. Beyond that, he's another one of those gods that struggles with the you've got to hit X amount of basics before anything else happens. It's just lazy god design. And I think it was a crutch that they used a lot on early release gods.
So Redemption are looking for their third pick. Interested to see what they take up. They've not really drafted anything to do with Athena yet. With Bounce coming next, I would probably look for a little bit of control.
I would consider an ADC here. That way it's not showing your hand where this Poseidon's going. Ishtar, that's one god that I know Trina likes a lot. There's the Cuckoo ban as well, which I kind of respect with the Athena.
Yeah, definitely. Running that back this time with an Athena rather than a Geb could be problematic. That's a good ban, yeah, good hindsight.
I could see a Ra or a Thoth ban here as well. Nijar. I'm quite surprised you've seen that they liked the Pele and they picked it early last game. And you've gone for the Nijar ban. But we also see Ganesh and Ares on the other side.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying when I said they should look to pick some control for this Athena. I was leaning towards more that Ganesh probably pick, or mostly Ganesh, to be honest. He deals with Athena really well, but obviously Wendigos noticing that and just banning it out. So it will be Poseidon solo.
Here's the Ra. I said it was either going to be a Ra or a Thoth. And Dodgy, there's a lot of beads ban on that Wendigo side.
Don't, and there's for Poseidon without no CC immunity. I mean, at the moment, there needs to be a big support draft here.
For me, I'd like to see something like a Kepri. Let Rat dive as much as he wants and know that he's got a Kepri to pull him back. Or you look at something like a Maui, maybe.
I was going to say Sobek actually would be better, and I'm glad they've gone for that. You just need something that can punish the Athena for dash turning in. Yeah, although Kepri's okay, but she can usually get that off before you're able to pull her. So yeah, I think the Sobek is a solid. Got anti-heal, a lot of displacement. Overall, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about the draft.
I feel like Wendigos have got the better draft again, except for I don't know why Charybdis is there. It may be one of Griffin Eyes' pocket picks.
Yeah, potentially. But I think Wendigos have just got the edge. They've just got enough CC for our ults off the pull, off the Paolau, off the Torp and Athena. I just feel like they're not quite got enough to deal with it. Although Poseidon could punish the Athena for dashing in.
Or
with
can stop the dash halfway with a cripple.
So there is some outplay potential. It'll just be interesting to see how the early games on. I expect a little bit more action with the early games with the global ults. I don't expect this to go 10 minutes and then not be a kill. I'm expecting a lot faster kills this game.
While we're waiting, I'm going to see if I can just go onto my own channel and turn off, if I can remember how to do it, turn off ads. Or at least put them as longer between. Monetization, ads. Okay, hopefully ads should be off. And we are in so where are we at? We've got Ishtar Sobek. I'm assuming it's going to be the Poseidon solo.
Yeah, it will be Poseidon solo. Giannis mid, Rat jungle.
I still can't quick switch between. I don't know what has happened there. I've obviously caught one of the buttons changes it.
I think you can change it with a number pad, right?
Yeah, that's what's not working.
Have you turned off the number lock? Keck.
I have. I even had to get. I've sorted it.
You had number lock off, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You fucking did.
No, I hit insert and it changed it. But I even had to get my old keyboard out because my current keyboard doesn't have numlock.
What?
Like, doesn't have the numpad at all.
The number pad.
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to change the key bindings and couldn't find it in the files, so I'm just like, screw it, get out an old keyboard. Looks like we've got a triple camp coming out from the Redemption side. Let's see. I want to see how they get on because
It'll be fine, especially with the glyph with Ishtar, so it should be fine.
oh, they're not grouped up very well.
Yeah.
And green's not being hit. This is going to slow it down a lot.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I mean, this is why I'm not really a fan of the triple star. I'm really not.
If you've got the gods for it, it's fine. But I feel like you need a support and a carry that can both do it. Like Athena
they
is
lost-
very good at clearing.
Yeah. And this is why you've got to take into consideration, right? Charybdis is got a decent clear, so is Athena. I'd rather just do the two and get into lane.
Oh, that's a
my
nice
God.
pluck.
Huge clutch.
No body blocks coming out though.
Wait, did Ishtar not have dash?
No, I believe. Where are we? Ishtar. She had. Oh, she just dashed under tower. Just before that.
Unfortunate.
was-
That's a really good plug. With the pluck?
There's a lot going on here. But I do feel like that sort of early game, Charybdis has sort of that soul level of pressure.
I mean, not as good because you can block the Charybdis one, right?
You can, but you do take a lot of damage for it. It's no different that you can block the soul damage.
But it's the sole passive that makes her clear good,
Yeah.
not her thingy.
There's everything going on in this duo lane.
Yeah, they're not really respecting the pressure that these.
That's mid
Charybdis
out
and Athena
already.
has. Another pluck on the dash. It's interesting because Trina's dash is always down. She has some really good plucks as well, so lucky. I think she dies. But she will trade out.
The unfortunate thing is that Redemption did. Oh, was it?
No, the Wendigos got first. No, yeah, Redemption got first blood. No,
I think-
Wendigos got first blood. Yeah.
Then Redemption
Griffin
are
Eyes.
farming slightly better across the map.
The Griffin Eyes got first blood, then they got return kill.
Poseidon seems to have this early pressure on the solo side.
He will do for a while because he's able to just through the wave, semi-group it and then just one straight through. Whereas Alposh needs a little bit of self, so he naturally will have a little bit more pressure. It just depends
I
on how he
feel
wants to use his abilities.
Alpha should have a lot more influence on the late game.
I
There's
don't know. Don't
There's
sleep on
ults
this
for
Poseidon.
zoning and-
I'm a little bit of a
Love to see
Are
that
they,
from Lara as well.
Poseidon extraordinaire myself. Like it does a lot.
I don't dislike the Poseidon. I just feel like the outpush ult does so much. That's another good
Yeah.
block.
It is a really good block, and she will fall for this.
And a nice dash from the Ishtar as well to keep her locked in.
Yeah, good rotation from the jungler.
Sobek checking the purple.
I think they've been a little bit cleaner with these with the rotations to the shield buff. The Wendigos jungler doesn't really pay much attention to it, whereas the Redemption jungler always seems to be on time for it, which really does make the difference in the dual lane for the ADCs.
We've got Daji coming in for this. She's
Level
got
5
ult
Daji
up
as
as well.
I think she will fall for this. Oh, that's a
It's
good,
very
great block.
nice clutch.
Wow, Trina lives.
Marcus has just saved his carry there. And Trina's doing the right thing, I think, here by walking all the way back.
Just go back onto the items a second. Yeah, she went for beads. Beads on the Daji. Interesting. I was thinking. I was
She's
wondering
also
why
got
he walked in.
Mannequins.
I was wondering why he walked in. Yeah. Mannequins Daji with beads. I'm not a fan. I think that if he'd gone blink there, because I was wondering why he walked in. He didn't even 3, right?
Griffinizer was too late switching that back over to the purple buff. A little bit of a poke trade in mid, but... Ooh, Poseidon could be caught out here. Alpush has gone for the TP again.
Yeah, really interesting is elected for this TP.
I think Alpush can be so safe. Like, he's warding a lot as well, so I'm really surprised to see him pick up the TP. Especially with the amount he's warding. I think he could just go a defensive row like a bead. I really feel like the TP's not necessary.
I don't know if that was
I guess
Poseidon invade on the blade. I don't think it was. Just
No,
Alpush
the
hasn't
blue's
gone to
down.
collect it.
He will. You got time now. That's a good thing about these buffs.
Yeah, I forget you get like. I think it's a full minute, isn't it?
Yeah, you get ages.
So used to old seasons where
When it's gone,
you
it's
forget
gone.
about it for 30 seconds and it's gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Also,
Yeah,
he's
it's
in a
probably
good
gonna pick
state for mana. Looks like there's a few mini skirmishes going around everywhere on the map. Which is a complete change of pace from the last game.
I did expect to see some kills this game, especially with the Rat and the Athena. I'm not surprised. A little bit more of engaged gods. Definitely going to be some kills.
But it feels like both teams have completely changed up. And both have gone a lot more aggro.
Yeah. They've gone for that more aggressive comp, haven't they? Like, they've got a Darji, not great in the early, but you know does have some good engage. You've obviously got the Rat who has a semi-global ult, so there's a lot more shift in the dynamic of the team comps, definitely.
I think the big thing will be, though, when do we start seeing Athena changing fights from...
Yeah, yet to see any Athena participation yet. There's been, what, 3 kills on the map? I don't think I've seen her. Have you seen Athena?
Yeah, she's 1-on-1.
Is she 1-on-1?
But that was the... I think she got the first blood.
Ah, she did ult over, yeah. I mean, that's going to be the decided, because, you know, a 2v2 turns into a 3v2. A 1v1 turns into 2v1. That's the worst thing about the ADC role against an Athena. It's never a 1v1, right? You dash in aggressively before you know it, Athena ult's coming through. So you've always got to be mindful of that.
I think Marcus stole a couple of those away. Rat's also here.
Rat's in the air.
Ooh.
And the ult's just slightly off the mark. Athena comes through. Straight into the Powwow, beats on Rats.
Oh, and
Darji makes it out. Did she make it?
No, Darji got caught. I don't know why she landed at her feet of the Powwow. If she had just got a bit of distance, she might have taken a bit of Sobek damage, but I'd rather be taking a Sobek damage than a Rat's damage. Ooh, almost a solo from Trina as well.
Yeah, real unlucky. And that safety of Charybdis saves. Assuming he's able to fight another day.
Trina kind of
Solo lane
showing
pretty
why
quiet.
she's listed as the number 3 ADC in Harpy Division.
Who's that?
Trina.
Number 3. Quite in the solo lane, actually. I thought there'd be a little bit more action there. Doesn't seem to be many ults exchanged. Poseidon ult is down, and Alpush ult is down. So they are exchanging ults.
Yeah, they're just both relatively safe, though. Marcus just trying to be a nuisance. With Sobek, with his passive. At this point in the game, there's not enough pen on the board that you really feel any threat.
Yeah, I like the Sober pick. I really like it. Ganesh could have been either or, but I'm glad that he went for something a bit more aggressive.
Yeah,
You've really got to respect Sobek, haven't you?
Once Ganesha was banned, there's just no top supports left on the table.
It's like, I guess that's the only thing you've got to be careful with is plucking.
Yeah, you can't really just be plucking anyone willy-nilly.
Plucking Athena into your backline can be deadly, especially with a Ra's about. It would have been nice to just see Ra throw the ult up there, to be honest. Just a little reminder to Sobek.
Here comes the first Athena ult.
and Rat would just simply ult out. I think that's a good exchange.
But Rat's done good here. He's drawn 3 people over. It's Charybdis losing out on that farm because she's not being able to get a purple herself. Although she's going to steal this. No, and it's in a bad spot. Both of them are in a bad spot. Marcus has peeled okay there. Trina should get out here.
Oh. Wow. Nice time.
Can they turn it around on the Athena? Just the Daji presence enough to dissuade the fight. And what we got going on in solo? As expected, not a lot.
Yeah. Sidon just keeping a slight lead though. I think that comes down there. He just has a little bit of a better clear. Like, Alposh has the better poke, but Poseidon has the better clear. Although taking a lot of damage here. Ra rotate from mid.
It's beads on the Poseidon.
Ah, one's off the mark. Auto's off the mark.
This outpush is just going to sustain back up fairly easily.
Let's take it back Poseidon. He has a good sustain with Vampir's Crown. And now he has obviously 5 bags, so they're both sustained pretty nicely.
Plus, it's difficult to lock down with that movement speed from his passive.
Yeah, he'll be maxing his 2 as well, I imagine. I hope he is.
We can find out. Fully maxed 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Interesting. Interesting. I'm more of a 1-2 maxer myself.
Well held from that Rat.
Gonna come through. She should. Oh. I can't see it. It's so much.
I feel like the Daji has some quite poor target selection in this fight.
I think she couldn't see who was on the other side of the wall. She just targeted the closest person.
But the problem is, you've just seen that there's 3 of them there. You know Rat is local. Sobek's
Shadow,
not worth even putting the damage into at this point.
Yeah, you gotta get them numbers from somewhere. In H2 we leave solo on an island. Yeah, I can see that. I'm very surprised. Very surprised that they let her get the Alposh, get away with the TP. With no physical defense, and you've got a semi-global Ratataska. Yeah, it's interesting. We played our MD game yesterday, and they picked an Alposh solo, even with beads, and we ran him down for the whole game. Literally, he was 0 and 6. I played some Wukong. My jungle played along Shen. We just ran him down.
Yeah,
And that's the thing. You just can't allow them to just free farm for the whole game. So I'm surprised that he's got TP of all things, and he's getting away with it. But that comes down to playstyle. Some junglers just prefer to sit on one side of the map, and normally it's duo, normally it's solo. I prefer to go solo when I jungle because I'm a solo laner, so I naturally like that side of the map. But it seems that both teams like to play through the duo side, which is interesting.
Let me have a look. What is player damage? So it seems like. Ooh.
I don't think Rat goes in. He's going to disengage for the blue
Ooh,
button.
that's a big portal. This
Definitely
Charybdis is.
Mid laner spamming enemy missing mid.
And a Poseidon picking up a kill there.
Yeah, the cripple was good. Stop the Daji dashing.
And Rat's still hovering here. Oh. Didn't like that minion being there.
Fuck the minion.
Can I not go to Ra in middle? There you go.
Poseidon going straight to the breastplate this time, and Alposh continue the same build as last time, skipping the breastplate, going straight into Typhoons.
But the second he got the Typhons online in the last game, he did start seeing that pressure switch back a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, it will do. The poke increases, he's got pen now. The only good thing of that is, you know, you've just got physical defense against
Yeah.
But if you've
The
not
Daji coming over. Although
if
the
you've not
Daji's
seen-
struggling a little bit this game.
but you're not seeing the rat pretty much the whole game.
It seems like the junglers have swapped roles with Ludlow coming in. He's being a lot more active than Bushy has been this game.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the Aegis.
Yeah, good taunt.
That Aegis took away the vast
Yeah,
majority
look
of the
out for the
damage.
Daji, wrap around the back, looking for the 3 of the war. She should go down.
Oh. He hits it.
And she will finish it with a power.
And
Looks
there's
like
the first tower
Wendigo
down.
Redemption should go for Pyro here.
It looks like we do have a pyro pool that should be fairly free.
And
The Ra
I'm not
Snipe
sure
wasn't.
about Wendigos pulling this now. A little bit late. They
I
do
think maybe
have
they're
the
hoping that-
assaults.
The Ra, the Ra's taking them to it is the problem.
They do have a Yanasol. I'm surprised it didn't come through. I think it's a little. They needed to go straight to it, but
So
lost the opportunity.
that pyro just evens it up again from losing the tower. Redemption get the beacon and are now looking to set up around the Gold Fury. Looks like full 5-man groupings.
Roral's still down for a good 20 seconds or so.
Big puzzle.
Yeah, Poseidon will catch Athena in the jungle.
Ludlow's low. And the Gold Fury's been dropped.
Daji goes in. Does she have ult?
Is there a
No
pop
ult to the
coming?
Daji. Very surprised that she goes in there. And she will beat as well.
Oh, Marcus got hit hard with that.
Yeah, really good Ra Snipe there. Surprised to
So-
not see Daji go elect for Blink. She goes Bees Aegis.
Athena rocking back into the fight. And Athena with a dirty bubble already.
Yeah, must be worried about that CC.
Let me just... I just realised music's still on. Still not fully giving up on this Gold Fury. It looks like it's just now with people backing. Ludlow not able to strip away that purple. But Trina's managed to pick up a 3-level lead over in the duo lane.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pressure on that side of the map.
And what's that? She's a full kin size ahead.
Yeah, there is quite a substantial lead. Although Cryptus is top damage.
The problem is it seems like it's inconsequential damage most of the time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just throwing out poke that Trina's just clearing wave and either backing or going to get farm elsewhere.
"20 minutes in, slowing down over the last couple of minutes or so. I think they're just gathering thoughts of what they want to do and what angle they want to attack. Most of the objectives have been, I think it's Redemption that have captured most of the Gold Furies.
Yes, I don't know if there's a way of checking.
There's normally a button that you can press and it comes up with Gold Furies
I don't
and
know.
Fire Giants.
Right. Nope. Not that one.
I can't remember which one it is.
Not that one.
Could have just stole Gold Fury.
But there's a big gold lead from and XP lead from Redemption. Looks like we've got an Athena looking to ult.
Who do they go on to play? Is this the finals?
This is, I believe, semis.
Who plays who if they win? Who do they play
I
if they win?
am not 100% sure of what the HD bracket is. Not playing in there myself. I don't really look at it. Oh, Blink Taunt catches out Ludlow. It's just... Oh. The mannequins plus bleed tick. Looks like they should be able to complete disengage out of this.
They will chase him, but Poseidon has got a lot of MS, so be careful. He's level 20 now. Not yet upgraded his starter, but he's definitely not scared. Wendigos just gesture around the Fire Giant, reluctant to pick it up though.
With Ra being out of mana, it's
They will
risky.
group and they will look to take down this tier 1 in mid. So because they're to stop it and they do back off.
I think this is loser's bracket, according to chat.
Athena taunts and Sunder goes out. Sobek is tanky though. Eating a lot of damage.
Oh, I can hear the rat ult incoming.
Yeah,
Where's he looking?
Who's going to... Lands on Athena, pluck into it.
Nice put back.
Into the Yammer, into Kraken.
And there's a Yanis
And
ult
CC.
thrown out as well. Just Darji's too low in the background to do anything. She's back off farming. I'd be surprised if there's anything more from this, unless there's
Trina
a good
is Trina is pushing this tier 2 while this goes on, and it will take a tier 2 in mid. Putting out
Trina's
some big damage.
hitting real hard over that side.
Yeah, she's got a big lead, and she has got that demon.
And she gets the beads.
Does get the beads.
She is being collapsed on here, though.
I don't think Darji wins that trade.
I can't get to her to find out. There she is.
Raw snipe comes through, doesn't hit nothing. Paolau will pull 1, 2 beads.
Oh,
They just will keep her alive for just a second. Rats it in the air, and we'll finish the Darji. Oh, that's the Poseidon.
Poseidon gets it.
Kraken is up for Poseidon. Kraken just off the mark for his original target. Does click the Outposh though. And the Raw snipe just missed.
This Ra's having some big mana sustain issues.
Yeah. Surprisingly though, he does have Santa Time and Doom Orb, so I guess he is spamming.
Also noticed that for some reason there are no profile pictures for Darji. There wasn't one for Ishtar a second ago.
Whoever wins, please, goes to the loser bracket.
I will check
Keep
the
it up.
brackets at the end.
Keeping up that passive is mana expensive, isn't it?
We've got the first Fire Giant.
Yeah, Wendigos will
Look.
pull it, and I don't think that Redemption are aware.
I don't think they are either. There's no wards on this side of the map.
No vision.
They've
This
got
will
the
go down for
gold.
free. I wonder. I genuinely don't think they're aware. Good call by Wendigos here.
Yeah, they have no idea this is happening. Yanis is going to look for it.
No, it's too late.
He's only just off the mark. But that was a very good call from the Wendigos.
Yeah, Wendigos just seeing that Redemption were caught sleeping there.
That's the only problem with this Ishtar. Instead of using the pressure and rotating, she's just sitting in lane. Not really using that advantage too much. Whereas Cryptis is behind, but understands that if she groups, they can do objectives. A little bit of macro play, diff, I guess.
This is also something that we're well aware of with Redemption, that Trina doesn't like to rotate much.
As a result, they will lose the FG.
The thing is, though, Redemption do have an open Phoenix. So if they get a reasonable fight, just 1 or 2 picks, and now with bomb in hand, that Phoenix
Yeah, the
will fall
7k down
fairly
though.
quickly.
With this FG, they should be able to clear at least all the tier 1s and possibly the tier 2s, which will make it an even game as long as they don't get caught.
Well, you say that. The fight is going on this side of the map. That's a
Good
nice
taunt.
taunt. Marcus is about to... Oh no, he got the ult off. Nice Aegis from the Poseidon. Getting off all the
Kraken
damage
hits
that he
2.
can.
Darji clears out 1. Fight continues. Rat's in the air. Who's he going to land on?
I think it's just a full disengage.
Yeah, caught sleeping in the jungle there. Something you
There's-
can't really afford to do against an Athena.
There's a couple of times this game that I've noticed Marcus on the Sobek is hit by the Outpush 3 and then throws at his heel.
Good taunt. Oh, great taunt.
It's the first time we've seen that combo.
Hey, he had Blink Pilly. See what Blink can do?
Dash Taunt would have done just the same. They were so oblivious to it.
Nah, you don't get a dash taunt there.
They were
Like,
oblivious that
powerful.
she was even there.
And I think they will take a Phoenix. They've got the sustain, they've got the wave. Ishtar will put out some damage, but the outpush
The
will
Outpush
just...
ult just nullifies any chance of a defense here.
I'm surprised they let this through based off what happened last time. It's very similar. Very hard to siege into the outpush. Defend against the outpush ult. Although I shouldn't give it too much respect because it doesn't do that much damage with this build. So I think
It doesn't, it's just... It's constantly throwing out that little bit of damage.
Poseidon on the back line.
Athena was aware. She just doesn't have taunt now for...
Kraken, boy. Rasnut comes through. Rat's in the
Rat's
air,
looking
looking for
for it.
Ra, I imagine. Does land on the Ra.
That's a
Athena
nice
comes
taunt,
through.
nice taunt and ult from the Athena.
Poseidon's doing work.
Our
Marcus
push should
picks up
drop
one.
here.
Nice pluck.
And that
And
just
kick us that, yeah.
leaves Darji up. This could be the most valuable Phoenix down.
They will get Phoenix for this. I think they were just a little bit spread out there. They got caught off guard. They let the Poseidon wrap around them, which was surprising. And they even had vision, so they knew Poseidon was there, but they just let him wrap around.
I
Rat
think
was
it's
able to
once
blink in,
that
hit
taunt was
stun.
missed.
Yeah. They do have a bomb. Darji will put Poseidon in. Nope, he'll
Nope,
be.
beads from the Poseidon. I'm surprised. I'd have considered letting myself get pulled there.
Yeah, there's not much kill potential from Darji.
It's now back to an even map state. Still a 7k lead from Redemption. Fire Giant off everyone.
Yeah, shame. There's only to be able to find one tower, one tier 1 off that fire giant.
And now they've got the base open on the most valuable Phoenix down.
Oh no, sorry, they did find a Phoenix, yeah. But left Phoenix for mid
Yes,
Phoenix.
they
yeah.
got right tier 1, tier 2 and Phoenix in mid.
Yeah. That's not a pause coming out, that's just Darji starting base.
Yep. That's a lot of backs coming off as Fire Giant has come up.
Yeah, they will lose that as a result.
Athena's come back
Athena
in.
top comes through.
Ra
Ra
ult.
does hit a good ult onto Rat. Rat full
Marcus has
disengage.
picked up the...
Cracker comes
this-
through. Good damage.
As Charybdis just sat on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
map, getting a shield buff, while their team is... Oh, that's a nice taunt. Let's just save Daji, and let's...
And they all...
Oh.
Oh! Will catch him. Unlucky.
And with Trina
Sometimes it's-
having reset, this should be a Fire Giant for Redemption, and it's
Yeah.
an EFG as well.
I mean, here, you just back, push out a left wave if you can. There's no point even stepping up there.
Yeah, this could cost them even more if these two go in and get picked. With Poseidon coming around the back as well.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
that's
redemption. Clear it up, and then that could be game.
what we got. Ra up. And then 15 seconds on Bushy.
Surprised to
And
see them
Daji.
do the Titan. I don't like this Titan call, especially when you've got EFG. Pulling the Titan is kind of troll because it means when it eventually spawns, you can't end. You see it multiple times. I think once you have EFG, you've got a Phoenix down and there's people dead. I think it's a mistake to pull
Don't
the
know,
Titan
I think
in.
that was only the second beacon.
Was that the second one?
Because we don't have the timer pop up for the Titans being released.
Okay, good. I see it countless times that people pull the last Titan and when they're
Troll
sieging.
themselves.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
Another nice pluck from the Sobek to save the rat. I've just noticed the amount of sentry wards that were on that right side of the map around Fire Giant. But that miscommunication of Charybdis going left.
Yeah,
And a
you
lot
just
of
need to make
backs.
the call of like, we're not going to defend this. We can't. There's two of us. If we die, but to be fair, they didn't press. I thought they would have sieged straight down and taken the right Phoenix and got a couple of Phoenixes, but they chose to go for the beacon instead and the pyro, which isn't bad. They get to reset, spend gold, and then they get to push 5.
I also feel like after game one, where Wendigos got the advantage and pushed it quite hard, lost that fight and lost the game. With an open Phoenix in mid, they don't want to run that risk of it happening to them.
Yeah, true. I respect the safe play.
It's still relatively early compared to the last game.
Halfway.
Do we have any bombs in inventory? We don't.
No bombs. There was a bomb, but I think they use it to secure the FG, right? Yeah, they did pyro just before, so they've used the bomb somewhere, so they must have. In fact, they used it. They did it after that. I'm surprised where the bomb's gone. I'm not really sure what happened to that.
That's
Big
another
Kraken
big
hits 2.
Kraken.
Sobek in his ult
Oh,
will
some
clean up the
big
outwash.
damage coming out here.
Yeah,
From both sides. This is a...
dodging the power
Marcus
will
should fall
pull.
here. But Rat
Rat in the air hits up.
re-engage.
Beads
Not
ages
enough
from
because of the
what?
beads.
Fire minions are pouring in, and they are sustaining. Looks like they're just going to disengage and go for Oni.
Which is huge with 3 Phoenixes down. 3 lots of fire Oni waves pushing in.
Yeah, the Giannis has gone rather untouched, surprisingly. Had quite a free game, pretty much free casts. I guess the Dodge is struggling to close the gap on him. I think that comes down to not having Blink as well. I liked it for the BZ. Just I'm not a fan, especially against. You need something that can close the gap quickly on Giannis, and you know you blink in, you won. He portals through, you portal after him. She's kind of missing that mechanic with the Aegis.
Even just being able to blink in, go up into your ult.
Yeah, and
In the
get
worst case
beads,
scenario,
yeah.
you can jump back to a teammate.
Well, that's what you do when in the team fights. You're not looking to get damage off. You blink and you install, otherwise you're getting Kraken and CC'd, and that's her ult is essentially her Aegis, right?
But I feel like the way that you play a Daji should be very similar to the way that like a Horus is played. Of you go in, you get that bit of damage, and then you turn and look where can I get to a team.
You don't have time. You literally, if anything, you've got your one at max. You blink one, insta ult. Otherwise, you just get
Yeah,
absolutely
and then
annihilated.
you look at I can 3 to a teammate in
Yeah,
the same way that you would with a Horus. That's
Well,
the method
by
that I
then,
was-
she creates that much space because people have to run away. You don't really have to drop down in 3 hours. Like people can't just sit there and stare at Daji on top of a palo. They naturally run away because they're trying to keep their beads, right?
The other caster, Harry, is Neguk. It was sort of an impromptu thing. Oh, I missed Ludlow picking up the kill on the Athena.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Midfields will go down for free.
this
Right,
was
we'll
literally
throw
set
this
up
side.
like 10 minutes before the game, so I had no chance to do anything setup wise. Are they able to pick up
Daji will go into the Palau.
If they pick up the Daji here, this should be game.
I don't think they've seen the Daji. I think she will fall though. Oh no.
Yeah, this is
I think
game and set.
Yeah, much better draft from Redemption there. A lot better executed. A bit of CC in their comp. Yeah, it seemed to work out. The Poseidon was definitely unchecked in them fights
And
overall.
Poseidon only fell once. Giannis didn't fall at all. I think they played that
GG.
very clean.
Yeah, you could see what they're trying to do. Wendigos, but just not executed. The Cryptus isn't a great pick. The Daji
Poseidon
did
throwing
try.
up 47k damage in that game.
A lot of vision, to be fair. Jeez. On the
Yeah,
Wendigos. Wish my team
Redemption-
would this much.
Redemption sort of struggling a little bit from vision from solo and mid, but on their other roles are all picking up that slack. But overall,
Yeah, big numbers from Poseidon. 47k damage from Poseidon. Yeah, crazy.
And we talked about it earlier on in the game that the Charybdis was joint top damage with the Alpush, and Ishtar took over that right near the end of the game, ending with it's only 500 more damage, but she's consistently throwing that out there and doing well. There were some big plucks in that game.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Marcus had a really good game on the Sobek. Saved this Ishtar so many times.
And also surprising the amount, or how little the Athena did for a first pick. They just didn't seem like they were looking to turn fights around.
I think we've seen one good blink taunt into our last night.
One
We should have been
good
the case
blink
most of the game, right?
should have been looking for that constantly on the Annis.
Yeah, especially against the Giannis, for sure. Giannis shouldn't have had beads, but yeah, Undying 7-0. 28k damage.
Let me check while I'm here. I should be able to see what the
Yeah, this is the quarters, right?
let's see if I can find the actual
Title's lying. He's a liar, I know.
I can't seem to find the actual brackets. I don't know if you've got a link to the brackets, Marcus. I'm just looking through. No, that's all the way up to the draft. You sent it through DM, have you?
Is it in the fixtures? Yeah, it's in the fixtures.
Marcus has sent me the
Middle.
picture of it. So
Harpy division.
it looks like they lost to the... Oh, that's a really old image. Did you say it's in fixtures? On the
I'm just
GSL?
looking now. Second, I can't see this. 1st of November. What's this? That's the middle division. Upper division finals.
That's not the easiest to find on the GSL Discord, is it?
No, I can see the GSL Harper division, but I can't see the team. I don't know. That's an old bracket. Yeah, it must be because Just Built Different are in Harpy.
So Goostra beat Redemption to push Redemption into the losers brackets. So that would have been...
I don't think they've pushed it out yet. I can see the old one from Harpy division, but that was the last season. So they pushed out the upper and the middle, but not the Harpy.
Yeah, Goostra beat Redemption. So that would have been round 1 of losers bracket.
Oh wait. Have Redemption played Swift? What does that say? Swifty Squad.
Redemption beat... Oh no, Redemption got a bye in round 1. And lost then to Goostra. And then went into round 1 of losers. So I think this is round 1 of losers. And they beat the Wendigos, who lost to Just Built Different.
Okay, so
they will play...
what, they'll play either?
Stan fans or Just Built Different would have been in against Underworld.
No, because Just Built Different now, they're middle, right?
Just Built Different was round 1 against Wendigos, so Wendigos lost and went to play the loser of Redemption and Goostra, so they played Redemption here. So they play the loser of Just Built Different and Stan fans in losers round 2.
Okay.
No, the loser of Just Built Different and Stan fans play against Underworld, and they then play the loser of that.
Nice.
Or the winner of that, sorry. It's really difficult to check when things aren't updated.
Alright, ladies and gents. It's been a pleasure.
Didn't go too badly for the first cast. Underworld forfeit. That's why Goostra got through. So, yeah, it is the loser of Stan fans versus Just Built Different will go straight through to losers round 2. So it should, yeah, probably be Redemption versus Just Built Different. Because Stan fans were the first seed. But yeah, cheers for anyone that dropped by. Let's see if anyone else is streaming. If not, then it will just be... No, there's nobody streaming Smite on my list. Have you got anyone, Nay?
I just host Gabu.
Is that double BU?
No, XGABU underscore.
Oh, so 3 XGABU underscore. Oh, I can tell why I got rid of this keyboard, because keys have stopped working. We'll throw the raid.